little, aggressively,
Yeah.
and and then I tell her, and she laughs.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know? So all this is very interesting and
Yeah.
so Kashyapized.
Yeah. And it's so interesting that she's talking to you and she's telling about her own life story and what has happened, but you completely seem to be engrossed in your own trauma that you're going through. And as she's talking to you, you're just concerned about what you're here for and what you want to know from her. And it's such a wonderful experience because, in some sort of way, two broken souls are also bonding, but
In a
you are,
unique way.
yeah, and but they're also not really listening to each other in some sort of way. So do you remember going about that scene in particular? Because I was really very moved by that.
I had learned that dialogue very well that day
Yeah.
because there were words that you just don't that you don't use in your regular life, even in Hindi when you're talking to your friends or people around. So that, was something that I really wanted to get that scene correct because it was the closest in proximity, physical proximity for the both of us. And it had to be delivered in such a way that was impactful, I guess.
Yeah, because it was a complex scene, as you said. Generally, there cannot be a certain kind of an empathy or some sort of a relationship when two people are talking, two different, angles of their.
Life.
They're constantly talking about their own lives and own
Yeah.
problems and own miseries, and yet they bond in a very strange, unique way.
Yeah.
I still remember that Unrag told me, this was Unrag's suggestion that I keep my hands like this, and she comes and she says, kholo haath, haath kholo, khane
Yeah.
jaungi. So, that kind of set the mood of that scene.
Yeah.
And then there is that one point where I really hold her and
Yeah.
not actually hold her,
Yeah.
but little,
Yeah.
aggressively,
Yeah.
and uh, and then I tell her, and she laughs.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So all this is very interesting and
Yeah.
so Kashyapized.
Yeah.